Yep. So what do you mean by dollar question mark, guys? Did you read the documentation? So what do you mean by dollar question mark? Tell me, guys, what do you mean by dollar question mark? No? Guys, can you tell me what do you mean by question mark? Are you talking, or I could not able to hear your voice properly?
No, no, Sundar, you are audible. Sundar, from my
Yeah.
end, to be frank, I haven't got the chance to practice. Yesterday I was like a little bit preoccupied. So I'll be practicing
Okay.
today. I just went through the video once again, through the session again
Okay.
once. That's it.
Okay. 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 Fine. So anyone went through the documentation which I have sent to you guys? No? Yes?
No, Sundar.
No. Okay. So please practice, guys. So this is what. In the meantime, people are asking for exercise. First of all, practice the class. Okay. Yeah. So now you can ask me if you have read that, you can ask me, Sundar, you have not told about dollar question mark yesterday. So this is what you have, your answer should be. I have not told about dollar question mark purposefully. Okay, no issue. So I am connecting to my Ubuntu. Yes, I have connected to that, and I am just connected as a root. Okay, fine. Ping Google. So what happened now? So it's pinging Google, correct? Google.com is getting pinged. Now you have to take a decision automatically whether the ping is success or fail. Now what you can do, you can just use echo dollar question mark to make sure that whether the ping is success or not. So it means that the last exit command, the exit status of the last executed command, it's going to be the success or fail. This is what we are going to see with the echo dollar question mark. So dollar question mark is nothing but the exit status of the previous command. So previous command got executed successfully or not, you can just go with the dollar question mark. You see the dollar question mark is returning non-zero value. If it is returning non-zero values, the previous command was not executed successfully. Understood? So if the previous command got executed successfully, you just to say clear screen or ls. So you put ls, now what is the exit status? The number, the return, the error code will be 0. You see now the error code is 0. So it means that the previous executed command is good. Okay. I would say clear screen, and for the clear screen the previous command got executed successfully and it is 0. If I am put as ls- some 0, what is happening? So invalid option, right? So the command was not success. So what should be the echo dollar question mark now? It should be a non-zero value, correct? Now you understand what is this dollar question mark? Is nothing but your exit status of your previous executed command. Understood, Pranita?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So like this, we have a lot of things called echo hash, dollar hash. What is dollar hash? 0, because you have not given any parameters to that now. Correct. You have not given any parameters, so it is 0. And you have something dollar star, which is going to be empty because you have not passed any parameter. Okay. So it is like that. So you can just pass $1. So $1 will also be empty because you do not pass any first argument. $0, it tells you the user, that is the which user it got executed. So leave it. So yesterday we were talking about the shell script, right? So the shell script, we are talking about the arguments. Okay. How can you denote the first argument? For example, you are creating a script called the add.sh, and you are giving the parameter 10 and 20, and how you will be getting that, assigning the 10 and 20 to the variable a and b? Any chance? Can you tell me how you can do that? How you will be assigning the variable, how you can get the first parameter inside the shell script, which is the keyword that you will be using for that?
$1.
Very good. So $1 and $2 is the corresponding. First one you have to understand is $1. What is $1 and what is $2? And now the next point is $* is nothing but all the parameters passed to the shell script, which is going to be a 10 and 20, and it can be again a $* and $@. $@ is also all the parameter which is passed to the shell script. Okay, $? is the exit status of the previous executed command. So these are all very important that you have to understand about your real-time validation. Okay, so what will happen here is, let's say some add.program is there. We are writing an add.program here. So what you are doing is you are supposed to give two inputs, right? For example, you need to get A is equal to $1 and B is equal to $2. So in this case, you know what is happening here is, so echo just the value VA, value of A is $A, and B is $B. So this is a simple one. You see now. So how I am just executing it is 20 and 34. So you see the value of A is 20 and B is 34. But I am giving 23 also, which is correct or wrong? Tell me, what I have mentioned here is right or wrong?
Wrong.
Why wrong it is? Why it is wrong?
You are supposed to pass only 2 arguments.
Yes. So how can I validate it? Whether I need to stop this, right? If I am doing like this, I have to stop not the user saying that you have given the wrong parameter. How can I stop that? Any idea?
Probably some read the parameters.
Yeah. How can you read the parameters now? So if you have given more than 2 parameters, that is wrong. Correct? Is it clear? Just a moment. Abhinav, katta kodadu, kathina enakku kovam vandrum. Seriya? Seriya? So now what you have to do here is, yeah. So here the point is, now what you have to do itself here is, you see, echo $#. So this is a trump card that I expected you to tell this. You see now the first point here itself, it is saying 3. So the number of parameter which the user has given is 3. If he is giving 45, the number of parameters you have passed is 4. So you have to validate by using this one. So what you can do now, say, if I'm just telling you the if condition now, if $# is not equal to 2, then exit this program. That's it. Before exiting, what you need to tell to the user is, please give only 2 args. Okay, for A and B, something like that you will be telling, and you will be exiting from the script. Correct? If it is else, if it is not equal to 2, do this. Else, execute this one, and the if should be closed with the fee. If should be closed with the fee. Okay, and this is how the program should go now. So this is how the program will be for us. We don't need this now. So okay, fine. So now what is happening here is, now if I am putting add.sh with 3 and 4 and 5, let's see, you see, please give only 2 arguments, it stops for you. So this is a real-time validation. First of all, any shell script will be having this kind of validation to check the parameters. If you are giving 2 parameters, this things will be executed. You understand this program? So this is just a good example of this $hash. Okay, the $hash, this is a good example of $hash, and also it talks about the if statement. So now this is the command, this is the script which you talks about the if statement for you. So you see, now we will copy this and I have given to you. Maybe if you want, you can execute and check it. Next statement is going to be, you understand now the if, I have explained if, and the if should be started with the if and then. Okay, if, and you have to put the then, and you have to put the else part. If you want, you can go for else part, and you can go with the fee. Fee is nothing but the closing part of the if. Okay, so this is how it works actually. Is it clear? Can I move to the next part?
Can you tell me what exactly exit 1, Sundar?
Yeah, see, exit is, okay, good question, but the thing is, you don't have to give exit 1 actually. You only exit is enough to make sure that the exit command is executing, it is exiting unhappily. So that's the reason I have put 1. People can use 255 also, some error code which is not 0. Okay, or otherwise it will also be exited even though if you are not giving any things. So I put 4. You see, please give only 2 arguments for A and B. It is exiting still, but it's just to have the clarity. That's it, not more than that. Exit with some non-zero value. That's it.
Okay, so that we can catch it later.
Yeah. So it is legible for the person to read the script, first of all, to understand. Okay, he is exiting unhappily. Okay, so this condition is an unhappy flow now. This then part is nothing but the unhappy flow of the script. So that's what you can understand if it is a non-zero value.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. So Pranita, is it clear to you what I have did now?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Siddharth? Okay, fine. So what we can do here is the next one. We are going to talk about the real thing that we are going to, maybe it might be useful for your real time. So what you can do here is, so you just create a file which talks about site.txt. You see, there is a file will be called site.txt which have google.com, and you have something called STRA strange 23 something like that. That's it. So STR something, some 2 things are there. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to check. So consider this as a server. Okay, you have the server names. Okay, or a site name. So this server you have to check whether I could able to reach this server, or the server is up and running or not. If it is not running, what you have to do is you have to send me an alert. If it is this sites are not reachable, I need to send me an alert. You have to send me an alert for that. Understood? So this is how the requirement is. You got the requirement first of all. let's say you have a site 10 sites or 20 sites or 10 servers or 20 servers in your thing. So you have to make some sanitary test saying that whether the server is first reachable or not. If it is not reachable, it has to throw an alert for you. Okay. Yeah. So this is how it should be working. Now for this, what you are supposed to do here is you have to get each and every server and ping the server. Correct? This is the logic. So you are going to just ping each and everything. So it's working. The ping is working, right? And it is, I don't want this to ping continuously. So I want this to ping only for some time. So what you can do is ping. So you can just count only one time. So if you put C1, it just pings for only one time, and you can check the previous command is success or not. How you can check? By using $? So you can understand that the previous site is success, correct? And what you need to do for the second one, I don't know even the name. So what I will do is I am just going to copy this and ping this one. Ping only one time, this one. So it says unknown host, right? And if you see, it is getting failed. The echo $? is 2. So it means that the previous command got failed, correct? So can we write a logic for this now in the shell script? Can we automate this one? So you can put n number of sites in this site. If you run the script, it goes and checks the site is reachable or not continuously. Okay, so now this is the logic that we are going to write. So vi check site. Check underscore site is a script that we are going to write. And what we need to do is, first of all, you need to check all the lines inside the file, right? So you have to go for the looping concept. While, do, and done. So this is the structure. While, do, done is a structure. For that, what you have to do, you have to give this file as an input. So the file as an input. So yesterday we talked about the redirection from the output to the file. So that is greater than symbol. If you want to give the file itself as the input, then you have to give the less than symbol and the file. So now you can just echo the content now. So while you have to read each and every line. So the keyword that you have to use is read and the variable. So the line can be a variable. So read line, while read line and echo each and every each line or each site name is the site name is, what is that? So it's going to be a variable. So what is the variable name? Line. So because I have used this variable as a line, it can be any name. Read is nothing but I'm just going to read from the user. So who is the user from here? So this is the user. So txt. It should be txt. I have made the mistake and you didn't tell me. Yeah. So site.txt is a file. Now you can just execute the shell script. Now let's see what it is telling. So check site. You see there is an error, syntax unterminated quotation string. So let me check what is that. Yeah, I have not terminated this, right? So I have to close this bracket. Yeah. So I closed it and saved it. Now I am just executing it. You see the site name is Google and the site name is this blah blah blah. Right? So I have iterated it now. So now you understand what this while loop is doing you. The while loop is going to iterate each and every line from a file, and for this while loop I am giving this complete file name as the input. Now what I am going to do is I am going to ping, I don't want this line, I am going to ping, one time each and every server. So now what is the line, the variable? It is the line, right? The line. Yeah. So very good. So $line is a variable and we are going to do that. So now what is happening, we will see. So now I am saving it and you are executing the file script now. So sh check site.sh. Now you see it is pinging the google.com and it is getting an output. Next it is pinging something which is unknown host. Okay. So which is pinging the unknown host, it is telling, so it is an unknown host. But I am not interested to see this output while the script is running, correct? I just want to see whether it is up and running or not. That's it. I don't want the unnecessary output while the script is getting executed. So there is a good mechanism. Again, the redirection mechanism I can tell you is nothing but /dev/null. So this is nothing but the dump terminal, so that the unwanted output, okay, the normal standard output will be redirected to this one. Don't ask me what is this /dev/null. It's nothing but just an empty garbage collector. Okay, so the output can be collected here, not unwanted. Simply the output, any standard output can be collected. Now can I execute the shell script? It's saying, you see, ping unknown host. So only error is coming for me. The output is not coming for me, only the error is coming for me because I have used /dev/null. So that is the reason. Okay. So I don't want the error also to be suppressed. Okay, just a moment, guys. Just a moment. So now what is happening here is, happening here is I don't want the error also to be displayed like this. Okay, I want to redirect the error also. The standard error I don't want. So you can use two @ampersand1. I think this will work. I am not sure. Let me check. Yeah. So I will check. I will. So every time, every batch I used to forget it. Sorry?
Greater than symbol is in between 2 and ampersand.
Yeah, it should be like that only. It should be like that.
Okay.
Error redirection in Linux, standard error redirection. So yeah, it should be okay. This is what I want. Yeah, it is here. /null and it like this. So this is a good one. So I need to put it after this. So /dev/null. I missed it. So put this one which is right. Oh my god. Yeah. So you see, nothing is coming here now. So nothing is coming here. You don't know what is happening. So what you have to decide now? So you need to check the previous executed command is success or fail by using if dollar
Hash.
dollar question mark. It's the previous executed command is success or fail is equal to 0, or it is better to say it is okay. It is equal to 0 means the particular, then you will say then echo the site which is line is up, else echo the site line is down. Understood? And you have to complete this by using fee. Now you see the site google.com is up and the site this one is down. Got the point? So now the takeaway point is the dollar question mark. I have told you about the dollar question mark, and the takeaway point is while by using the while loop how to read a line by line from a file. You can now it is now with this script what you can do is you can just add something on the site. You can also put something Yahoo or Rediff or Rediff.com. So it will be working for you also. The Rediff will also be working for you. So because it checks each and everything. So you see site Rediff is up, site Google is up, and this is down. Understood? And if you want to just do something which is your mail, okay, you can use the mail command also to do that. If you see echo the mail, okay, so echo mail -s, you can just use the honeysundar@gmail.com. Okay, the program mail is not currently installed. Okay, first of all the mail command is not installed, so I need to install the mail utilities. Okay, mail utilities on the server. So I'm just installing my mail utility so that the mail command will be working for me. Okay. It's getting configured my mail command so that my mail command will start working. So I can send a mail to from this place now. Cannot pass the mail while expanding the mail format, the mail address. Okay. So what I can do is just I need to give my address here. So subject is going to be just hi. You see now, so let's check in my Google mailbox whether I got the mail or not. So might be there in some junk also, if possible. Ah, my God, I made a mistake. It's my wife's email ID. Yeah. I need to check to it with my Google, right? Yeah. Yeah, you see, no, No. Okay, so you can send the mail by using mail command. So I will be checking that later and come back to you. But you can also check. So this will send the mail actually, okay, to you. So mail-s is a command that you can use it. But you can just go to the mail and you can just see. You see the mail -s is the option to process the message. So you can send the mail from this server automatically. So mail-s is to send. Yeah, Surya is coming. Okay. You see, it sends the subject, send the subject message with a given subject. Yeah, this is a correct one, which I have told is right. So just echo saying hi is going to be the thing, and you're just going to use the mail-s to say the subject. Okay, the subject of mail is test mail. Okay, and the thing is going to be the email ID. So the email ID is going to be hanisundar@gmail.com. Okay. Oh my God, I am making a mistake. So that's a problem. Yeah. I'm not closing the quotes, but maybe same thing I have did last time. Yes. So now maybe check. I will check whether I got a mail or not. Tomcat user no. So circle. No. Maybe trash or more. It is going to be all mails or spam mails. Yeah, you see it is going in the spam mail. Okay. So the test mail is coming. So previously it was hi and now it is test. So if the server is down, what you can do is same thing. You can send the message like this. So what you can do is you can use the, for example, it is going to be check, right? So check.site. So what you will do, if the server is down, so immediately if the site is down, so what you will do is you will just echo the same thing, the site is down, and what you will do is you will send the mail to me. Subject is site status. Okay, site down update info. So this is a thing, and you are going to send it to your mail ID or your email. That is sundar@gmail.com. Okay. Now you can just run this one, so you can check what is happening here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run this program. So it told me Redis is up and all those things are up, and it also told me okay, site is update down, and you see this site which is something blah 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 is down. So this is the mail that it sent to you. Understand? So this is how the real time it works. Okay, always you will be putting the things in the mail, and one more thing we will be putting, this is nothing but we will be always putting the things in the cron tab. So what we will do is we will go to the cron tab and we will just use this cron tab, and what we will do is we will be just telling the cron tab saying 3, and I will just write the cron tab saying like this. Just a moment, guys. There is a call. here. So here we are. So what people used to do here is we just used to go for the so morning every morning 6 o'clock, or you will be just putting star, okay, star for 30 minutes. So every 30 minutes this is going to be checked. So your site is going to be checked for every 30 minutes. So this is how it works. Understood? So every 30 minutes, or you can say it is going to be, let's put it in a very simple way. So let's try to put for every 2 minutes. Okay. So you can just name that as a 30 minutes if you want, but let's try to do this for every 2 minutes. This program is going to be automatically started, and I am going to receive the mail in my mailbox about the status. Understood? So this is how the real-time automation of the shell script works. And we will be going with a lot of automation in the coming classes for if you want to do a build and a release, and you want to do an automation build inside the server, you want to check out the code. So the first thing is, so how the automation works in the shell script is nothing but like this. See, you need to, what we will be doing here is, so you will be just see what happens here is, so first thing is you will check out the code. Okay, you will check out the code from either a Git or SVN. Okay, Git or SVN, you will check out the code, and the next step what you will do is you will do the build by using a maven command. Okay, you will be calling the maven command, and you will create the jar, or it can be a DLL. Okay, so if it is a build shell script, you will not create a DLL for sure. You will be creating a var. So if it is a DLL, you will be going for MS Build. It's a Microsoft product. And what you will do, you will copy, or you will do the SCP command. Okay. So the copy command. So copy from one server to other server is called SCP command. You will be SCPing one place to other place. And maximum, if you want to do a deployment, you will be checking some files. You will be checking some files. And after that you will be restarting the server, or you will be doing some commands. So you will be restarting the server. So this is how the deployment works. Okay, so this complete logic can be written by shell script. You might have understood now. So checking out the command, so checkout command will be executed, build command will be executed, jar command will be executed, and SCP copy command will be executed. And if you want to do something in the file, so you will be executing the set command, SED or AWK will be executed, or even sometimes in the logic you will be using grep and the find command also. And finally restarting the server restart commands will be used. That's it. Or otherwise, if you want to do some sanitary place, so what you will be doing is you will be checking the process. So which you will be checking with the PS command, and you will be grepping the output of the PS command. And if the process is greater than the process, or a CPU is greater than 100, so what you will do is you will send a mail to me. Okay, if mail that this process on the PID is taking more space, something like that, you will be alerting. Okay, you will be alerting me. So that kind of things are also happening. And df-h, so the same thing, if the disk space is more, you will be alerting me. Disk space is more, you can alert me. So same logic, this will work. Understood? So everything, the same thing can be implemented. So this is how it will be working. So I can just go for more and spam. You see again, there is something, a site is down is there. So just 2 minutes before, now it is 8:56, right? So now it is going to be the second mail, which you got second mail. So automatically the cron tab is started now. You see the cron tab is running, and cron tab is throwing an error to you, saying that it is running actually. So if you want to see this, where log, okay, leave it, that's fine. So I need to stop this cron tab, or otherwise my mail will be filled. Okay, so I'm just going to edit this cron tab by just, it will be throwing a message every 2 minutes. So I'm just deleting this cron tab and saying okay, so that my mailbox will not be filled now. Okay. So up to this, is it clear? So I have implemented lot of concepts in one file now. So what I have did, I am checking the status. So I have the site.txt. So in this file, I have lot of Google sites or whatever the websites I have, and I am going to check whether the websites are working fine. So that, because for that each and every line has to be checked. So I'm just giving inside the loop, which is going to be the while loop. While, do, and done is a syntax, and read line is I'm just reading a line. Read is a keyword, and line is a variable. So I'm just reading the line of this file one by one, and I'm just pinging the line, okay, pinging the variable or pinging the site, and I'm just compressing, or I'm just suppressing the errors and the output which is coming out of the ping command, because I am not interested on that command output, but I am interested only on the command status. To make sure the status, whether it is the previous exit status is good or bad, I'm just using this. If it is good, it will be saying the site is up. And if it is bad, if it is non-equal to 0 any value, it means that the site is not good. Okay, so this is a good one that you can practice it. So for this, I'm just giving as an exercise to you. You just practice these two scripts today. And if you could able to implement this in the cron tab, that's fine. And put it finally in the cron tab, this script. So this script can run for either 30 minutes or 2 minutes, whatever it is, and put it in the cron tab. Yeah, what is the doubt?
When you say a read line, say, let us say if I have a long text, a continuous text which is coming more than one line, how am I going to do that?
As a one. So anything which is a line, which is going to be a, see, in this VI editor, okay, the line means the finally you have to break that as a real line. Otherwise, it will be considering that as a real line only.
Okay, it has to be multiple.
If it is 3 line big also, yeah. If it is 3 lines big also, if you have considered that as a single line in the text file, txt, then it will be considering that as a line only, a single line only. Okay.
Okay, so then there should be an enter like a gap in between 2 lines, is it?
Yes, so it depends on your input mode. So there is something called /n, which you cannot see. That is called a carriage return value. In your editor will be there. Okay, whenever it sees the /n, it will be considered that as a new line. But the thing is, in a real time, it will not be more than a single word or single string. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Anna.
Okay. So is it clear, guys, up to this or not clear?
Yeah, clear, Sundar. Mahendra here.
Okay. Siddharth and Surya, is it clear? So
yeah, it's clear. And I'm like, what is read? Can you explain me read once more? While read,
yeah.
Read is not a variable, right?
No, read is not a variable. Line is a variable. See, for example, I am just going for input dot sh. Okay.
Okay.
Here, a equal to $1.
Okay.
So, and see, yeah. Echo the a is $a. Okay, so this is how it is. Now, what is happening here is, if you are putting the input, the a is equal to Sundar.
Okay.
And you see the a is Sundar.
Okay.
So this is the parameter which you have passed. Correct.
Right. It's just taking the input, right?
Now, input in the runtime.
Okay.
So this is like passed by value. Okay. This is going to be running the command, running the script. So while you are running the script itself, you are giving the input to the script. So it is nothing but the pass by value.
Okay.
Now, there is another way to do this. Get the input from the user. You understand now?
Right.
Read A.
Right.
now I need to give this as a Sundar and it will be displayed for you as a Sundar.
Right.
So the read is a command which makes the user to, from user you can get the value. Then you can go for the read command.
Okay.
But since we are in the real time, the most probably the parameter passing will be in the runtime. This way will be used more. You will not interact with the shell script. This is what you will be doing. So shell script you will be running in the background.
Okay.
So background, no, it will not be a user interaction for that.
Okay, so we'll be giving just the parameters.
Exactly, the passing the parameters.
Okay.
So what I am doing here is I am just passing the parameters inside the shell script.
Okay.
You see here the VA check site.
Okay.
So I am just passing the complete file as the parameter in the read from the runtime.
Okay.
Okay.
So, if you execute this shell script, so what is this Dave null, 2 is greater and 1?
Yeah. So that is what reason I asked you to join before, but you are coming late. So
Yeah,
from tomorrow
I'm sorry.
please
Yeah.
join. I understood it. 6:30 is very difficult for you to wake up, but please.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is happening here is in Google.com, you are getting the output right continuously.
Right.
I don't want this output.
Okay.
This output should go to /dev/null. So you are not getting any output, but it is getting suppressed, correct? But continuously it is pinging. That's the reason your prompt is not coming back.
Right.
So what I have did now is I just asked you to ping only for one time. Okay.
Okay.
So comp one. Now the problem here is if you are pinging the unwanted things, so error will be displayed for you. You see, but the error will be displayed for you. Even I don't want this error to be displayed in the thing. I just want to suppress it.
Okay.
So that's the reason I just went for this one. So you see now, so even the errors are there or the good things are there, it will not be displayed. So that's the reason with the echo $? I have decided the previous command got succeeded or not. Then I went for the if condition, whether it's success or fail. If it is success, then it should be a 0 value. If it is fail, it should be echo $? Should be a non-zero value. If it is a non-zero value, it is mentioned that it's failed. Understood?
Yeah.
So that's a decision that I could make inside my shell script.
Right.
Okay, fine. So Pranita, is it clear to you?
Yeah, Sundar, clear, Sundar.
Okay, so I want you to practice this and come back to me.
Yes, Sundar. I'll do.
So now you have understood the new commands today. So you have understood the echo $? Read and redirection. So input and output, how you have to redirect your input and standard input and error. So like this, the commands you have learned, new commands.
Okay.
And you have also learned the mail command today. How to send the mail. Yeah.
Okay. Is it the work of a DevOps engineer to configure the mails as well, Sundar?
No, SMTP configuration, that is called SMTP configuration. You don't have to do it. See, you have to configure this. So this is what I was telling today to my office team colleagues. Okay, he is asking me. So there is a Java requirement. Okay, so Java to be installed on the Solaris server and Ubuntu server, Linux server, Windows server. I asked my colleague or my student, my guys to raise a mail to the IT support team to do that activity. And today what they did is to answer your question, yes, so it is not your responsibility. This kind of configuration and all, server team will help you. Okay. And today he asked me a question. So I asked him to install the Git and the Gitolite. Okay. Gitolite is a software, it's a wrapper for the access management. So what he did is, instead of he doing that job, he just raised the ticket to the IT team. IT team said, I don't know what is this application and how to install this. Now you see what is your limit and what is their limit. Understood? So if it is the infrastructure related, it is their job. But if it is little bit your infrastructure and the DevOps related tools, that you have to install that. Understood?
Like, do we have permission to install applications at infrastructure level? Would you say like DevOps
Yes.
level?
Yes.
So
You need to have it.
Okay. So
That
ideally,
permission
like
may not be a root access; it can be a sudo access, a sudo air access. So I will be telling you what is kind of sudo air access. So it is like instead of me taking the class, I am giving a power to Vikram to take the class.
Okay.
So you will not change the name as a Sundar. You will be there as a Vikram itself and taking the class. So you will be there and as a DevOps user and doing the installation. If you want to do that not as a root but DevOps engineer, so you have to add in the sudo air file the root permission to the DevOps user. Then any user can act as a root super user.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Sundar, ideally, like in like any like environment, IT environment, most of them like we'll have a team where they'll just come and install these applications because we are not authorized to do that. Like as a DevOps engineer, we would be like eligible to do like installation like Git bash all these things.
Exactly, because DevOps engineer is a half infrastructure guy.
Okay.
So DevOps engineer is the engineer which will replace even the system admin part. If everything is AWS, you will be replacing the system administrator also.
Okay.
So that is the main goal of DevOps. So you have to interact, you have to be a multi-talented guy.
Yes, Sundar, I understand.
Okay, fine. So you practice this and we will meet tomorrow on the same time. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Sundar.
Maybe 5 to 10 minutes late also I will join because I am just come from office and I am joining the class. So maybe 5 to 10 minutes also. Don't leave the room. So be in our GoToMeeting room and we will meet. And for Pranita, Prabhakar and Surya, please join on time. Oh,
Okay.
Prabhakar is not there, right? Okay, yeah. So yeah, Pranita and Surya, please join on time. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.